my name is Goldman. I'm the director of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. Today I want to talk about parenting time. We get a lot of calls from people who ask us, how do we determine what's fair in the parenting time scenario? How do I know I'm being treated fairly? What is a fair thing for me to offer to the other side? Well, let me say this about that. Number one, when we talk about parenting time and fairness, we are not talking about dividing up a bag of apples, okay? You're talking about your child. The easiest litmus test to determine fairness, whether or not you're being fair to the other side, is if it were you on that same schedule, would you consider it fair? If you believe fairness is that one parent should have Friday and Saturday night every other weekend, and the rest of the time should go to you. Okay, so maybe there's 26 overnights that one parent has, and the other parent has 4. Would you consider that fair if it were flipped around? If you think it is fair for whatever reasons, then it's something that the court will probably have to determine. If you think it may not be fair, perhaps it might be a good idea to sit down and try to work out something that's more fair. Fair, though, doesn't mean equal. Okay? Remember, if you have a joint physical and joint legal custody, it's something else. But in a situation where one person has custody and one person has parenting time, fair might not be an equal amount. Fair might be given work schedules, school schedules, distances, practical things. Fair might be, somebody has 20 overnights a month, so the other one has 10. Maybe that's fair. But there should be a way to determine, and I think you start with what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? You start with, if I'm going to say that this is fair for you, then I have to be willing to accept that as the fairness for me in a situation where the parties are trying to divide up parenting time. For example, I'll give you a great one. We always have the issue of summer parenting time. So irrespective of the custody that occurs during the academic year, there's usually some level of flip-flop during the summer because it's different. The kids are off school. Parents have opportunity to take the kids. So we once had a scenario where one parent was trying to argue that the summer parenting time, which was 2 weeks to one parent, should be the beginning, the middle, and the end of the parenting time that the one parent get, and there shouldn't be alternating weekend schedule for the rest of the summer. That her understanding of summertime parenting time was that dad got his 2 weeks and that was it. So 12 weeks during the summer, he gets 2, she gets 10. And the first question we ask is, really? Is that what you think it means? Is that what you think is fair? What would happen if you got 2 weeks and he got 10? Would you be saying it's fair, or would you be kicking and screaming that it's not? And the answer is obvious. Fair is a function of what will work for both people. In a situation where we have a limited amount of weeks and we can divide them, we should try to divide them as appropriately as possible, given the scenarios of the parties. So that's just an example. The first place to look to is always going to be what I consider fair, all things considered. If you have any questions about your case, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.